Good morning. Time for another Monday morning motivator. Quite like the way that rolls off the tongue actually. Monday morning motivator. Motivate ourselves for the week. Get rid of any of the angst that comes up on a Monday morning. You might not actually get any angst on a Monday morning, but I know and I have noticed that there is a lot of that kind of like Monday morning. It's a thing, isn't it? We say Monday morning feeling, but do we have to? No, we don't. We can choose something different. Anyway, it's Monday morning and we're here for a motivator. Let's do some Gung. So last week I started working on realigning head, neck, shoulders and spine, and my intent was that was going to be the focus for the week. But actually looking at it, and I did a video which I posted of the 10-step form that I did on the beach, and I noticed that I've still got a little bit of Sudoku neck as I'm doing stuff. Well, I say a little bit, quite a lot, and that's not surprising because I've been training that way for quite a while, and it's time to sort of really work on opening the shoulders, opening the neck, get the head to suspend itself properly. Without the head being suspended over the body, you have no balance, not properly, because the head is leaning forward. So it's always going to pull you off balance, always going to pull you off center. So there will always be tensions and stresses in the body that you just don't need. So for me, working on that alignment is actually quite paramount now in order for my Tai Chi to progress. And hopefully it will help you all to sort of get that kind of idea that the head needs to be suspended. You need to feel as though you're 10 foot tall really, but at the same time you also need to be grounded, which is an interesting thing. Okay, so we're going to start our Qigong. Find your shoulder width and just give yourself a moment just to connect to the ground. So feel the ground beneath the feet. Softening the body as you do. Just going to try and release, relax, and then standing as upright as you can. Let the bones float and let the body relax and release. So working on getting the head, the neck elongated, the head to be suspended. So it's as though your head is connected to the ceiling or the sky by a cord that comes out the top of the crown. Feeling the shoulders, let them release and relax. And as you suspend the head, tuck the chin very slightly so that the head just hangs, the neck opens up, and you can feel that kind of like sinking down feeling, but keep the head suspended, the structure upright. And then releasing, relaxing the shoulders. Let the shoulders just sink down so the hands come to rest, roughly in line with the crease of your trousers. If you don't have a crease on your trousers, because I've just noticed I don't on mine, is the midpoint of the thigh. And again, just let the lumbar release, relax. The thoracic spine, sorry, not the lumbar, thoracic spine, top of the spine. Release, relax, and elongate if you can. Don't worry if you can't, just concentrate on standing tall, but connect with the ground. And then the lumbar opens and sinking down. So all of this is requiring more knowledge of how the structures in your body and how the body works. So you're becoming more aware of the neck, becoming more aware of the shoulders, becoming more aware of your spine, becoming more aware of the tailbone as it drops, and how that links into the pelvis. Is it pushing the pelvis forward and locking up the quad, or are you releasing, relaxing, opening up the abdomen, sinking into the thighs, keeping the head suspended, and relaxing down through the legs to the knees, the ankles and the feet. So we're creating alignment through the body where we stretch out the spine, so you have a downward energy with the sinking, but at the same time you have an upwards energy with the suspending of the head. so that the skeleton can suspend itself. Bones are floating upright, the muscles release and then sink. Softening the face, the throat, the chest, the diaphragm and the belly. Looking to open up the internal spaces. Softening the mind, let the mind sink into the belly as you start to breathe into the belly. Release further. And clench the fists gently. And remember that if you put strain into the motion, into the movement, you will train strain into your body. So what we're looking for is, as you bring your hands up, looking for where you're tight, tense and rigid, and see if you can just hold it at that point and just get them all to release and relax the muscles. In this case, it's possibly the shoulder blades, and just below the shoulder blades into the spine. Just get that to release and relax. Bring the hands slowly and gently up over the head and stretch up. Become aware of where you're holding yourself tight, tense and rigid, and just let that go. Bring the elbows down so they're in line with the shoulders. Feel how that connects into the shoulders, the ball joints. Let the tension just drain away if you can. And bring the hands in and come back down. Breathing into the belly, relaxing the body more as you go. So bring the hands up, over the head, and down. Hands coming to the side and down by the sides. Come to rest. And one more, come up, over the head. And bring the hands down so they're in line with the shoulders. Fists up. And then just rotate the hands down, keeping the elbows in line with the shoulders, and see how that pulls and pinches. Just release, relax. Where you feel that tension, just let it go. Where you feel that tightness, let it go. And bring the hands back up and down. Up. Keeping the head suspended. Tailbone dropped. Breathing falls into a nice pattern that works for you. And then just pick one arm, just do one arm, the other one stays upright. And again, feel any pinching and just let it go. See if you can get it to release. And change to the other arm. Doing the Chinese cat thing at the moment. One of those cat toys. Really releasing the shoulders now, neck, the spine. And then just bring the hands in so they lace behind the head. Just pull the head back very gently against the palms. Now don't force it or strain it, otherwise you'll suffer. It's not about force or strain, it's about feeling that dynamic tension, opening everything up, and then getting the muscles to release and relax so that the bones can find their way. Then turning the waist, just stretch out through the spine, and remember the stretch is through release, yeah, not through contortion. So you're just opening up the back, opening up the neck, opening up the shoulders, and go as deep as you can in the releasing of tension. Stupidly, that's what we're trying to get rid of. Unnecessary force, unnecessary effort. So really release and relax more. Change, bring the hands up as fists again, and then just bring them into the sides and down. Again, just bring the hands up, over the head. Feel how much more fluid the muscles are, and if they aren't, see if you can get them to release, relax a bit more. Again. Bring the hands to rest. Shake the arms off if you need to. Suspend the head, open the neck, tuck the chin. Open the shoulders. Relax the thoracic spine, let it hang down. Let the lumbar then hang and open. Tailbone drops, sinking into the thighs, relaxing the hips, the knees, the ankles connect to the ground. Breathing into the belly, opening up the chest, the diaphragm and the abdomen. Take the mind into the belly as you breathe into the belly. And then breathing in, bring the hands up, over the head, gently stretching up. Breathe out, dropping from the tailbone, let the hands sink down. Breathing in, pulled up from the top of the head, hands come up. And breathe out, sitting down as though you're sitting on a stool. Keep going. This exercise is also known as the circle of contentment. So by breathing through to the three burning spaces, which is urogenital, digestive, and anaerobic. So those spaces in the body we're opening as we breathe in, and then we're closing as we breathe out. So we're getting air, more oxygenation into the body, calming the mind as we breathe, integrating mind, body and spirit with the movement. So this is also very, very good if you're feeling a bit anxious or a bit depressed. Helps to just harmonize the system throughout. The depression requires a raising of the energy, whereas anxiety is a calming of the energy. So if you're anxious, you want to be breathing slower, moving a bit slower to calm your energy down. If you're feeling fed up, depressed, then you want to do this a bit faster to raise your energy. Change, so breathing in, bring the hands up to the chest. Palms turn to the floor, breathe out. Let the hands float down and come to rest by the sides. Again, connect with the top of the head. Suspend the head, tuck the chin, opening up the neck, releasing the shoulders down through the arms. Opening up the thoracic spine. Opening up the lumbar. The tailbone drop to open up the lower back, sinking into the thighs, opening the knees, the ankles, connecting to the ground. So you should feel 10 foot tall, but you should feel anchored at the same time. And then breathing in, bring the hands up to the chest. And breathing out, turn left hand up, right hand down and sit down as though you're sitting on a stool. And then breathe in, come up from the top of the head. And breathe out, sinking down, swapping the hands. So left hand now goes down, right hand up. Breathe in, come up. And breathe out. one more. And then breathing in, bring the hands up to the chest, palms to the floor, push down to rest. So this time we're going to connect to the ground, open up the ankles, work your way up through the calf muscles, relaxing, releasing the calf muscles, open up the knees, work your way up through the thighs, relaxing the thighs, sinking into the thighs, softening the hips, the tailbone drop, opening up the lower spine, shoulders resting comfortably over the hips as the head elongates, or the neck elongates, sorry, and the head is suspended. Breathing into the belly, the mind sink into the body. Relax, release further as the bones float upright. So you're relaxing and releasing, but remembering that you're keeping your structure so you're not allowing yourself to collapse down. But not through force, through release. And then turning around your dantian, turning the waist, rotating around the spinal axis, the y-axis, the upright axis. Just gently turning, you're not twisting, just turning, switching off the shoulders, opening up the shoulder joints and let the arms just swing round. That's quite interesting. It said about Sudoku neck. I did read a long time ago about Lao Tzu had what they call the tortoise neck, turtle neck, and that's not his jumper. It was the shape of his neck, and it was supposed to be a sign of wisdom. So I took having that kind of a neck as being quite a good thing, but actually it is a sign of wisdom because it shows that there's a great deal of study and studiousness going on, a lot of cerebral work focusing forward, which creates the Sudoku neck, or creates the neck of wisdom. But it's not necessarily the best neck in terms of structure of the body. In fact, it's not a good neck at all for structure of the body, and certainly not for Tai Chi, what we want to do with the Tai Chi and the Gung, in terms of keeping the spine upright and getting energy coming up into the head. So it's the kind of thing that you develop over many, many years, and in your 90s you might have it. But it's certainly not good for us much, much younger than that. Certainly in your 20s you don't want a turtleneck or a Sudoku neck. So it is quite important to really get that alignment and feel that the head suspended. And then we're going to change, so the hands swing out to the sides and feel how that changes the momentum through the body. And again, suspended from the head, connected to the ground, moving from your waist. So try and connect it all up, relaxing and releasing further as you go. Quite an interesting thing with all of this stuff. There's a guy called Ian Sinclair, he put a video out recently where he was talking about this alignment, and he was saying one of his teachers said to him, "You move like an old master," and he took that as quite a compliment. Awesome, he thought. I think most of us probably would, until the second comment landed, which is, "But you're still very young." So moving like an old master is fantastic if you are old. You are an old master. When you're younger, you need to be a lot more fluid, more flexible. So again, just paying attention. So the connecting to the top of the head, tucking the chin, feeling the shoulders, rotating down through the spine, gently. So you're turning, not twisting, and allowing the arms to swing because the waist is moving. Connecting to the ground. And then we change, just come to rest. Create your alignments again, connect to the top of the head, connect to the soles of the feet. And breathing in, bring the hands forward, lift it up from the top of the head. Breathing out, sinking down, sitting down as though you're sitting on a stool. So you're trying to sit back against the spine, keeping the head upright, suspended. Breathing in, breathing out. So breathing out as you sink down, breathing as you come up. Try and get the up and down motion to travel along the x-axis along the spine. So you're sitting back against your spine into your pelvis, lifted from the top of the head, sinking down into the feet as you sit down. Softening the mind further, sink into the body more. And then we're going to change, so connecting with the ground, sinking down. Turn the fingertips to the right, let the hands circle up. Right hand in front of the face, let the left hand circle down. Holding the ball, turn the waist to the right. And turn the palms, cross right fingertips across left wrist as you square the hips. Turn the waist to the left. Turn the palms, cross left fingertips across right wrist as you square the hips. And again, this is connecting with the top of the head, so you're suspended, connecting out through the ground, so you're connected into the earth. Rotating around the spine using the waist, so you're sitting back against the spine and bringing your awareness inside the body. And then circle the lower hand up. Both hands come up to the chest. Breathing in. Breathe out, let the hands come to rest down by the sides. Connecting with the ground, opening the ankles, the knees, the hips, drop the tailbone, shoulders resting comfortably over the hips, tuck the chin, suspend the head. All the bones floating upright, muscles release and sink. And closing the hands over the belly, left hand under right for men, right hand under left for ladies. Just breathing into the belly. Let the mind sink to that point, 2 fingers width roughly below your tummy button, and back, halfway between spine and abdominal wall. Change, bring the hands up, wiggle the fingers at the ends of the arms. Again, pay attention to what's going on through the shoulders. Release, relax as best you can. Sinking the elbows, relaxing the wrists, opening the hands. Bring the hands down, circle the hands at the ends of the arms. Change. Breathing in, coming up onto the toes, lifted up from the head, hands stretch up over the head. Breathe out, just let yourself drop. At the end of the out breath, breathe in, come up again from the head. And breathe out. And we are done. Just come up, shake off the legs. Ooh, a long one this morning. Just circling the shoulders very gently, just to loosen off the back. Make sure you haven't trained any tension in. And the other way. And what you can do is just give your shoulders a little rub, just to warm everything down. When you do, don't let your shoulder blade come up into your neck. Keep it relaxed, released. Other side. And we are done. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you enjoyed the set. If you have any comments, queries, questions, or just like to leave some feedback, then please do in the comments below. It's always great to hear what people think. And I really do like reading your comments. Yeah, it's just great. It lets me know you're out there listening. It's quite interesting because I know people are joining me live, but I can't actually see because I'm too far away from the camera. So it's nice when you leave a comment so I know who's played, and I can just sort of respond or react as we need to in that respect. If I could ask you to tag, share and like the video and get this as far afield, that would also be absolutely fantastic. And as always, I will post links to the website, Patreon below. So if you want to join in with other classes that we do, you'll be able to go to the places that you can do that. So all that's left to say then is I'll be back at 11 AM this morning with the White Dragon Tai Chi class, and we're back again 7 AM tomorrow morning with another one of these. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Have a really great day.